We'd like to welcome those of you just tuning in on the show. You're joining us at a great time. Julio Teheran is back on the mound to start the 8th. He's been dealing to this point as he tries to keep this shutout effort going. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Very weakly on the ground. The 0-1. And a whiff at a good slider that time. 0-2, here it is. And the slider gets him swinging, 2 gone.
Boy, he's just been setting him up and knocking him down all afternoon. We've seen a lot of punch-outs from him where he didn't get much resistance. 3 pitches right there, and see you later.
In now, Logan Forsythe. And the fastball is swung on and missed. Good location down at the knees for strike 1.
Hey, this guy's pitching pretty well as we're rolling into the late innings. It's interesting, though. His first pitch strike percentage, less than 40% so far in this one.
Dribbled up the line. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Here's Corey Seager. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
I think he's pitched better than anyone really expected in this one. He's done a real nice job, but someone's going to make him pay if he puts too many more pitches in that location.
Fouled away. And that swung on and missed, so good work on the mound will take care of the National League's leading hitter, and there's one away.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
First baseman number 35, Odie Ellinger.
So that'll bring in the National League rookie home run record holder Cody Bellinger, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. Career numbers against Julio Teheran not great, and he's 1 for 8. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. And the changeup is way low that time. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch hit hard up the middle, and an offline throw, but he just does get back to the bag for the putout.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
So here's Matt Kemp now. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First delivery to him on the way. pulled high in the air out to left field. Borges is there. Makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove from the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
5-0 the final score today. The Atlanta Braves took the lead in the second inning and rode that until the very end. Julio Teheran earned his 5th win of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Atlanta Braves, 5 runs.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. The Atlanta Braves are trying to hold their one-run lead here in the ninth, but that's very much hanging in the balance with the tying run in scoring position. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike one. Two big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. He's got it. Throw to first. He'll be in time to get him. And the Braves have taken game one of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Well, there might be a few chewed up fingernails on both sides, but this one ends with the tying run on third and the winning run stranded at first. Great game right down to the end.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Atlanta came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. Mike Foltynewicz wins his 3rd of the season. Aaron Sanchez is settled with a loss after giving up only 1 earned. So that's a wrap for us here tonight. For my partners in the booth, Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. And for more, click over to theshownation.com.
The final line score for our ball game tonight. For the victorious Atlanta.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Freddie Freeman may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. Here comes the first pitch. Now a drive to right field. This could do it. Game over. Walk-off home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. And none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Well, they say better late than never, and that's obviously something that he takes to heart as he puts a charge in one for a walk-off homer. Got to be the best feeling in all of baseball.
Braves tonight were led offensively by the exploits of this man, Freddie Freeman, thanks largely to one heroic swing. He's our top player of the game.
When you walk up to the plate and hit a walk-off tater, you're probably going to be the player of the game, and that was a clutch swing of the bat, and he'll be riding high on that one for a while, I'm sure.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Peter Borges bats here with the game on the line in the 9th. Tying run stands in scoring position, so a base hit here could even things up. He's set. Here it comes. A drive to left. Get out of here. Get out of here. Gone. They win it. Santa Maria. Two-run shot to straightaway left, and with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Wow, everybody wants to be a hero and hit one of those walk-off game-winning home runs. So you know right now when he's getting mobbed by his teammates, he has to feel awfully good.
Guys, the Braves tonight were led offensively by the exploits of this man, Peter Borges, thanks largely to one heroic swing. He's our top player of the game.
You could probably make an argument for a couple of other guys too, but it seemed like he had the most to do with his guys getting the win here.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Johan Camargo may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. A leap, but he won't get it. It's off the wall. Thrown to second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Boy, Dero, talk about definition of clutch coming up in the 9th and delivering a game-tying RBI base hit.
Yeah, what a huge at-bat right there. As a former offensive player, these are the moments you live for. Runners in scoring position, bottom of the 9th inning, and you're able to come through for the team. Let's see if they can continue on.
Here's Ender Inciarte. Swing and a liner. Foul. And he's got a chance to bring in the winning run. The question is whether they'll even pitch to him. The 0-1. Now this is lined into right center. He comes through. And the Braves are going to pull this one out. They walk off a winner.
And you know, these guys take their cue from their manager. He doesn't panic, so they don't panic. They just put those hard hats on and then go to work. They manufactured a couple of runs, and this game is theirs. That was a fun game.
Witnessed a close one here, but this man was a big factor in the outcome, so we're inclined to pencil him in as the top player of the game.
Yeah, he was a big factor in this one, guys. He swung himself into a 3-hit ball game, so he was seeing the ball really well and put some good swings on it, too.
And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Freddie Freeman may be looking to go deep here as he and his team trail by 1 here in the 9th. First pitch on its way. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Now the 1-0. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Inciarte, base runner at first with 1 out. Swing and a miss. Might have got a piece, actually. It's 2-1.
One ball has already left the yard, and the big boys haven't even come up again. Get the fireworks ready.
Two balls and a strike. Here it is. Way in front of a great slider that time. Hit out towards second. Walker has it. To second for one. Back to first. It's a double play right when he needed it, and this ball game is over.
Hey, we were really treated to a good one today. Bottom of the eighth proved to be the difference, though, and a good job here in the ninth to close the book on this one.
And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game. The New York Yankees jumped ahead in the seventh inning and never gave the lead back. Jonathan Holder earns his third win of the year in relief. Aroldis Chapman records the save, his 20th of the season. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. From my partners Dan Plesac and Mark DeRosa, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB The Show. For more, follow us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight.
And a welcome to those of you just joining us today on MLB Network. You've come to us at the right time. Julio Teheran is yet to allow a hit through 6, and the big question is whether he can get 9 more outs and put himself in the history books. Baseline. Flaherty has it, and he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted. Here's big Aaron Judge. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
Right fielder, Aaron Judge.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
Takes a knee-high fastball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Got him. So that's the second out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Giancarlo Stanton now.
Left fielder,
As he swings and grounds it toward the hole. From deep in the hole. And he's safe at first. Boy, a great effort, but he wasn't able to get enough on that throw, and that'll be scored an infield single. So he was able to take it into the 7th, but the no-hit bid is going to end here with 2 out in inning number 7.
Boy, and Matty, this is when you start really thinking about a no-hitter. Once you get into the 7th, and it's hard not to look past getting through that last out. But D-Row, it just wasn't meant to be here with 2 outs in the 7th.
No, he's pitched a heck of a game, without question. You can't deny that. But this offense is going to stay on the attack. We'll see if this manager turns it over to the bullpen or allows this guy to finish it on his own.
Stanton is off at first with 2 away. And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
He certainly hasn't been the aggressor in this at bat. 2 straight takes, so now we'll see if he can change his approach and battle up.
Now a swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. One and 2 to the Yankees catcher.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
And he fouls this one off. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. The Yanks leave 1. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Leading off the inning, Neil Walker, and they'll need him to get something going here.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
A bouncer up the middle. Swanson brings it in. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Not a lot you can do with that pitch. That fastball just ate him up inside and gets the soft grounder for the out.
Digging in to try it again, Brandon Drury. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Brandon Drury.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a miss way behind the big fastball.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
No runs, just 1 hit and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Center fielder, Austin Meadows.
Into the box, Austin Meadows, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. No hits to this point. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Runner on first in a double play situation, so you expect to see a lot of pitches down in the zone. So I think that pitch up right there was a good one. Obviously, the double play is more efficient, but you're always going to take a K when you're on the mound.
Up next for the Yankees.
Here's Tyler Austin now. Swing and a ball lifted in the air toward the line and right. And Markakis will make the catch, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. Need to get it going soon. It's 5-0. And that'll bring up Tyler Wade. He'll start the inning, and we're back to the top of the order, but they haven't looked too dangerous in this one yet, right, guys?
Well, none of them have any hits yet, so you're right on the money. They've done a great job of holding these guys down so far.
Another opportunity for him here, so we'll see if anything changes. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
Hey, it's really hard to pitch a gem, and what helps? This guy's first pitch strike percentage, how about 100%? Can't get any better than that.
Pulled toward right center field. Culberson is calling for it. He's got it one away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Now batting, designated hitter
Ronald Torre is the next to bat. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
He's still looking really solid here in the ninth, and I'm sure that big lead has helped him pitch free and easy, but to me, it still looks like he's approaching it like it's a close game.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Marcotte. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Striding in once again, Aaron Judge. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And there's a called strike two, as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
Well, he's done a great job on the hill throughout this game, and it's something to be proud of anytime you can pitch a good game in this ballpark, especially when it's not your home ballpark.
Last chance for the Yankees. And he gets strike three called to end it here, and with that, this one is over.
Wow, talk about total dominance. 9 innings, only 2 hits allowed. That's about as good as it gets. This guy was as good in the 9th inning as he was in the first. So close to baseball history.
5-0 the final score today. The Atlanta Braves jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Julio Teheran earns his 8th victory of the season as he allows only 2 hits over 9 full innings. Masahiro Tanaka pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap for us here. And good evening to those of you just joining us on the show. You've chosen to tune in at a great time. Nick Markakis bats here with the game on the line in the 9th. Tying run stands in scoring position, so a base hit here could even things up. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Now a soft liner to the right side. Foul. A 1 pitch on its way. Good pitch as this is swung on and missed, and now they're down to perhaps their final strike of the evening.
You see a guy taking swings like this. I think as a pitcher right here, you got to expand the zone even more.
And now a crowd reported at over 28,000 rise to their feet. And this is in the air to right, and this should do it. Santana is there, makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
Well, they sure made it interesting in the ninth, but they leave the tying run stranded at second and the winning run helplessly at first. Could have gone either way, but we were treated to a great battle.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. Milwaukee wrote an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Zach Davies earned his 9th win of the year. Josh Hader closes the door for the save, his 22nd. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 52 minutes.